to be honest with you, it's been pretty smooth. The whole experience was a bit of a shock at the start. Not a shock, but we weren't sure exactly what to expect. Mm-hmm. We were keen to get assistance in buying property, but unfortunately not really understanding property and investing. We knocked on a few doors. Through a friend of mine, I found Jack. And when he came in the first time, or it wasn't Jack, but it was...
it was Jack.
Was it Jack
the
first time?
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know, it felt too good to be true at the start, and we thought, what's going to happen? But he explained it really well, and the proof is in the pudding, as they say. And when we bought our first home, we, fingers crossed everything was okay. The whole thing went smooth. And what was even better than that was the fact that the property did well. Every year it was doing well, and then we all of a sudden went, well, hold on a minute, we should be starting to think about doing another one. And one thing led to another. We got that one, and then before you know it, we're buying our third one. So it's been really good. I've been really happy with the whole process. From my personal experience, it's elevated my, how can I put it, my hopes that I could retire with the family in a more sustainable way, where before I really honestly didn't realise that we could retire in the way we want to retire. I think it was more of a wishful thinking, hoping the government could pay us enough money to live, which I know by the experience of my mother, for example, that's likely to be a very poor outcome. So basically right now I'm feeling a lot more comfortable and a lot more willing to keep going, and expand even further if we can.
Yeah. I feel like I probably, there won't be a difference between when I stop working to when I'm retired, because I'm going to have the funds to continue the same lifestyle, I guess. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'd probably, or everyone, I guess, look forward to when you get to that age and you still can continue to do what you used to do, like whether it was, going for dinner or, just, like going to the movies or traveling or whatever that might be. So that I'm looking forward to not seeing that difference between full-time working right now to my retirement age. And I also, for me, it's like I feel like I can actually hopefully retire before my retirement age. Mm-hmm. And that also I'm looking forward
Not
to.
for me. Not to me.
I'm looking forward to, because I think that I still will be able to do a lot of things that I'm doing right now. That's probably...
Yeah, and the other thing is, I think we're going to be able to give our kids a lot more than what we thought we could, which is good.
But for me personally, it's more it changed my priorities. When before I would have money on my bank account and I would say, all right, let's just go on holidays or buy an expensive car or I don't know, just leave the money there or things like that, right?
It wasn't investing.
Yeah, or make some, renovations in the house. Now when I see my bank account and I see that I have enough money for my next property and I have money to buy a car or whatever that might be, obviously the thought of buying a new car or doing things in my house is there, but it always goes away as soon as I think about investing again, right?
It becomes second option. The first option is, now we talk about it, well, we can buy another house, which will make a difference to us later.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We still do think about having, holiday. If we didn't have the COVID situation, we'd probably be on holidays now. But it's not so much, that's first. Let's look at what we can do, buying a property and maybe having a holiday.
So we're kind of going, we're purchasing our third investment property now through you guys as well, right? So, and we always kind of say, okay, this is the last one, that's it. Now after this one, we're just going to use the money for other things. And then again, it goes into the question you asked before. Then we have the money in the bank account, and it's like, let's buy another one. So I really don't want to put like this is a cap. Once we get to 3 or 4, we done. I think we just probably will assess the situation when the time comes, and then.
But I think we had a discussion with Sean not too long ago, and he put it in such a way that I think made sense, and that is that we need to build our portfolio to get to a point where we can live in the desired manner that we wish to live, and I believe we still got a little bit further to go. So my way of thinking is that we need to build the portfolio until the point in time where we can say almost 100% that by the time we reach 10 years from now, or 15, whatever it's going to take, that we will be able to, do whatever the tactical moves are, whether we sell 1 or 2, pay the others or whatever, to make sure that we can live the way we want to live. I think that's really where we should be ending up. Oh, that's easy. Call Jack. You want to make it easy? Just call Jack. Yeah. Now, I've had discussions with a couple of people already that have said something similar to that. And what I've told them is that it's property sounds easy. Property can be easily procured, but to buy the right property, to actually buy it in the right place at the right time, in the right manner, and get the right assistance, it's not that easy. You need to do, and I'm not saying you can't do it on your own, but you need to have the smarts and the understanding. And what I've said to these people is you need to get yourself a good team behind you that can actually help you with the finances, with the real estate locations, with the right builder, and have somebody that you can trust. Yeah, sure, maybe if you could do it all yourself, you might be able to make it a little bit cheaper, whatever, but we've got peace of mind because of the fact that we know someone that we could trust is actually behind the scenes working for us, and it doesn't cost us any money. Yeah. Which, let's face it, I know there's different types of investing people. Well, one that you pay up front, one that gets commissions elsewhere. With Jack, we're not paying any funds really, and we're getting the right service and the right commitment and the right outcomes. So.
Yeah, I had a few opportunities when people have actually kind of started a conversation with, I'm looking for some investment property, but I don't know where to start or things like that. So I probably, what I do, I just tell you about my experience, and obviously we all will have different experience, right? So I just tell them, and I let them know to reach out to you guys, and then it's up to them whether they want to do it or not, right? So it's funny because I have a couple of years ago, I have one of my team members, they come to me and say, Noemi, I need to talk to you about something, but it's not work related. I say, yeah, no worries, that's fine. And he's like, look, I'm looking at, we're trying to see if we can invest, blah, blah, blah. And we went to this website and we saw your testimonial there. And I was like, oh my gosh, tell me that you actually watched it. He's like, yes, I did. It's okay, great. So it was so funny because, it was just, I can't remember whether they went ahead and did anything, ended up contacting you guys or not, but that was kind of a funny thing that happened to me. And I obviously tell them what a journey has been with you guys and so on, right? So, yeah.
Go ahead, do it. Sign on the dotted line, do the right due diligence against what the advice that you're getting. Obviously, if you're not 100% sure, get your solicitor or someone to look at it if you like. But I would tell them that I have all the faith in the world with JR Partners, and they should go ahead and do it.
Yeah, similar, yeah. I think for you, this is personal, right? Because you used to read a lot of books about that. But for me, it was more knowing what investment is and just have that education that I just didn't have it before. So it's more than the actual house or the actual investment. For me personally, it's more the education piece that you guys have opened my eyes. Like, I didn't know anything about investment. I probably wouldn't have not done it if it weren't for you, to be honest. because it's not easy. It's a lot of fear out there, and it's a lot of people that don't want to do it because they don't see the big picture. And if I didn't have you guys, I probably wouldn't have never done it. But it's more, as I say, it's not about the house itself that we bought. It's more about that the education and the knowledge that you had passed on, that I probably, even if I read a book myself, I wouldn't have been able to have solved that.
Well, actually,
Jack has actually explained it to us in such a easy way to understand. And even when we spoke to Sean 2-3 weeks ago, he put graphs in there, and and the way that he explained it to us, it was like, okay, I was going to do this, and now you tell me that this is not right and this is what is correct. So obviously I'm not in the right path. I'm on my own. If I don't have someone like you guys.
So I actually read every book under the sun. How to better yourself. Real estate, and it all sort of kind of went in. And what's the other one? The one with the car. Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh yes, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah.
Rich Poor Dad, right? One of the real lessons there is the lesson around buying a car that doesn't make you any money. You should be investing that so you make money while you're sleeping, etc., etc., etc. And all of that sunk in. But the difference between reading a book and actually doing it is massive.
Yeah.
The action part that you need to do is where I think Jack made the difference. Jack was the catalyst for us to be able to put what we had in our heads and make it happen, which is massive difference. The company's obviously got integrity, honest and good service, with the outcomes as expressed to us in the first place. So no surprises, everything up front, easy to deal with, and the outcomes were probably outshone what we were supposed to have. I think what we originally were told has been surpassed. Friendly service, really good people to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like obviously Jack at the beginning, but now it's all of you guys, right? And JR Prosperity, you are truly invested in people's, future. Not just you. I think everything that Jack says to us or Sean is good at heart. It's not just to make you guys looking really good. It's just to make sure that we get the best outcome of our situation, right? So, because if Jack has to tell me no, he will tell me no. He has done it in the past, right?
Yes.
He has crushed my dreams a few times, right? But I don't take it as, how boring is Jack, or just taking no, he's actually doing it because he has the best interest in our future. So that's probably what I will highlight, that you have the best interest in everyone to make good for themselves, I suppose. So
yeah.
I think for me will be I feel we're blessed to have come across Jack and yourself and everyone else at JR Prosperity. I feel like, if it was meant to happen, I was happy that it did happen, and we are here now kind of buying our third property through you guys, and everything is going really well, and we have the right, support from you guys, and, every single person that we have dealt with, especially in our, while we building the houses and so on, everything's been really nice. We get a lot of open communication, sometimes building a property, even if it is your investment property, it is okay, I haven't heard from them, what's going on. No, it's regular fortnightly emails that we get from the builders, and so I'm really, really happy. For me, it's I put it on my shelf there with all the paperwork, and I know someone's going to take care of it, right? So it's just peace of mind, I suppose.
So what I would say to someone sitting on the fence is stop sitting on the fence, because the more you sit there, the less you're going to get. Get off the fence, go ahead and do it, and you won't regret it.